Here's how I make long-term decisions for my law firm. How's go, fun family? Hope you're doing well. All right, today, to be completely transparent, I didn't feel like making a video. I'm not feeling too well, but the show must go on. And whenever you commit to something, it's important to step in, even when you don't feel like it. And usually, success comes from doing what you don't want to do. And I know only good things come out of doing what you don't want to do. It always leads to good things. So, and also this topic actually I came up with today, how I make long-term decisions for my law firm. This came about because I'm not feeling too well, and usually whenever I'm not feeling too well, that's when I do some introspection and I think a little bit deeply about my life and everything that I'm doing. And I thought this topic would be great. All right, so let's get to the topic. How I make long-term decisions for my law firm. So there's 3 key principles I'm going to share with you. Hopefully it will help you make good decisions for your law firm in 2022. And whatever I share with you, see how it's relevant for you. All right, so first thing that I always want to make sure, and the first way that it help me make long-term decisions for my law firm is, number 1, does it align with my long-term goal? Okay, so whatever you're contemplating doing, these are big decisions that you're gonna make for your law firm. Ask yourself, does it align with your law firm a long-term goal? Okay, the key word there is long-term. Does it align with your long-term goal? Okay, what decision that you're gonna make, does it align with that? To give you guys an example, I have a total obsession, and I'm very I have a high interest in crypto, and I know a lot about crypto and Bitcoin. And I thought about about a month ago whether I should do a course and to teach lawyers about Bitcoin and crypto. And I realized, and there was a lot of people that were interested. I think when I made a post inside of our Facebook group, there were about 30-40 lawyers who were interested in this kind of program. And I asked myself, does this really align with my long-term goal? So this being completely transparent. And I realized that yes, I could offer a course or a program to teach lawyers how to learn about crypto and to learn about Bitcoin. However, I realized that if I do teach this, there are some things that I won't be able to control, such as I can maybe teach people to decide when to buy. However, I can't control and tell people and guide people on when they should sell or how they should not make money. I will do my best, but I know people will rely on that advice, and I know some people might lose money from that. And I realized it was kind of like a short-term game if I do this course. So yes, I could make some short-term money. I could actually do really well, offering a course on this, but it didn't really align with my long-term interest to really helping lawyers, grow out a sustainable, good law firm that would generate income and also be sustainable, again, for you to be able to live a balanced life. And I realized that wouldn't really align with that long-term kind of interest. So I decided to not offer that course for that specific reason, because it was very short-term sighted. It didn't really align with my long-term goal. Okay, so ask yourself, whatever decision you're going to make for 2022, does it align with your long-term goal? Number 2 is, for me, again, these are for me, and hopefully you'll be able to apply for yourself, is I ask myself, does it make people's lives better? Does it make people's lives better? Whatever decision I'm going to make, whatever offers that I create to the world, is it going to make people's lives better? If the offer or whatever that I'm doing, creating in the world and the business that I generate, if it's just for me, for my self-interest, whether it helps me make money, that is too short-term. Again, it kind of connects with the first one. It's too short-term sighted, and it's too selfish, and it doesn't usually end up, panning out well. So always ask yourself, does it make people's lives better? Is what you're offering, does it actually make people better? Or are you just trying to go into the money grabbing game and just trying to make as much cash as fast as you can? And usually, again, those people that go after the money and just try to go after the money usually get burnt out, or it's not sustainable because people can sense that. Instead, again, you want to ask yourself, does it make people's lives better? Okay, so ask yourself that question, okay? Whatever you're working on, does it make people's lives better? And the third part, which is very true to my heart, is whatever that I'm working on, is it virtual, automated, and scalable? Virtual, automated, and scalable. This is something that I got exposed to when I read the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, an amazing book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. And when I read that book, I got exposed to these 3 key principles. Virtual, that means running a online business that was completely virtual, that I could run from my laptop. That was the first thing. Second is it automated? Can the business run on its own, completely on its own? And third, is it scalable? That means, can it grow without you putting more effort into growing it out? Okay. And when I learned these three key principles, I'm like, this is so cool. I'm gonna apply this for my law firm. And at that point, I made a decision that I need to make sure that everything that I do for my law firm, it needs to align with these three key principles. Is it virtual? Is it automated? And is it scalable? If whatever I would do for my law firm, if it checked off those three checkpoints, then I would do it. If it didn't, then I would not do it. For example, early on in my career as a lawyer, I would get requests for meetings in person for people to come to my office and meet with me to sign up for my service. And I realized that doesn't really align with the virtual model. And also, second, it wasn't really scalable. If I'm spending time with somebody one-to-one, that's not really a good scalable use of my time. So that's where I kind of started saying no to in-person meetings, and instead I pushed all those meetings to be virtual. So all the meetings were done through Zoom, and I basically got a team involved that helped me. That helped me take on these meetings, and that was scalable. That required my team's time to do this instead of just depending on completely on me. Okay, just to recap, whenever you're making long-term decisions, make sure first it aligns with your long-term goal. Second, ask yourself, does it make people's lives better? And third, I would suggest having these three key principles: making sure that it's virtual, make sure that it's automated, so it's running on its own, and third, make sure that it's scalable. That means it's able to grow without you doing more work. As long as it aligns with those three key principles and you check off those things, then you will have a very good long-term law firm and something that you will be proud of. All right, so I hope that was able to help you. Again, I didn't feel like making this video, but I think times like this when you don't feel like it is also when you have really deep thoughts, and hopefully I was able to add value to your life from this video. If you got value from this video, please take a moment right now to just give this video a like. Also, if you are a lawyer, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe now, because I am every day posting super valuable videos to this YouTube channel. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video.